Hello. This video will cover performing evaluations and is brought to you by Nelson Systems Incorporated. I'll be using an Eventide Nextlog DX model recorder with the software version at 2024.3. Quality factor and quality assurance is a licensed feature on the Eventide system, so if that's not something that you have, get with your Eventide retailer and they'll be able to provide that license to you. Without further ado, let's take a look at some quality factor evaluations. The first thing I'm going to do is within MediaWorks, I'm going to open up a new tab called Scheduled Evaluations. And what this will do is for the user that I'm logged in as, it will automatically pull any evaluations that have been scheduled for my username as an evaluator. Now, as this is a demo unit, we haven't configured it to be an evaluator, but we can also just select not empty as an option. And we're going to look at just the last 24 hours here and look for some evaluations that need to be completed. So if I right click on this top blue bar here, I can pull up all of the metadata options, and we are going to pull up the agent ID and flagged for evaluator and evaluated. Yes or no, right? And then once we've, found one that is appropriate for us to evaluate, so it's about 5 minutes long, looks like a good pick, we're just going to right click on that record there. We're going to come down here to evaluate records, and we can select from any of the evaluation forms that we have previously configured. So we'll just pull open an example form here. And once we open that, we have started the evaluation. You can have it configured so that once this process begins, all the involved parties will be emailed. We can go through and take a look. So was callback number determined and entered correctly? We're just going to say it was. Was the information from CAD disseminated? Sure. Do they ask about weapons? I feel like that should have been set as a yes/no answer, but maybe they did ask. They were told there was weapons, but they did not get any information about, what the weapons were or how many there were or anything like that. Asked about injuries? Sure. And answered radio traffic in a timely fashion. We can do that as well. Now, simple 4 questions there, right? Likely when you do an evaluation, it will have, 20 or more questions on it. Um, I've seen people with 100 question lists if they want to get ridiculous, but 4 for now. So we'll go ahead and submit this one. We'll get here to our printout page. Nice little summary. This is where our skill groups come into play, right? If they get graded on the individual skill groups. Let's see the answers here. You can type any notes that we have, and we can submit that evaluation. So once it's submitted and once it's done, you might be like, is that it? How do we go back and look at it? How do we access it for review with the agent that we were evaluating? So super easy. We're going to open up another new tab called Evaluations. And once that loads, it's going to pull up a long list of every evaluation that has been done on this machine because we don't like to delete them. But you can see here the evaluation that we just performed on our date. You can view it. And once again, we have this little report card, as it were, that we can go over our agent with. Pop back out here. Once we're done, if we don't want it in the system anymore, we can delete it and get rid of it forever. Um, yeah, that concludes our performing evaluations video. As always, thank you for watching.